finished my first day of my new job. It was nothing crazy. It was just a lot of onboarding presentations and things like that. So it wasn't too challenging or anything, but I finished day one. I'm a bit tired and I am going into the office tomorrow, so I'm going to try to sleep a little bit earlier tonight. But right now, I'm just enjoying my evening before I go to sleep. And I'm multitasking right now. I'll show you what I have going on. So um, over here, I got my PokePath tower defense game that I've been really addicted to lately. And then I got my Steam Deck here. I'm about to play an episode of Beyond Two Souls. And then over here, I got some Kaiju number 8. I read all the manga, and I'm just trying out this anime series. I don't really watch anime, but I figured I should give it a try. And then over here, I got my iPad. I'm reading this book series called Fourth Wing. My sister and brother talked very highly of the series, and I figured I would give it a try. I've only read 4 chapters, and so far I guess I'm enjoying it. I'm still reading it, so I guess that's a good thing. So since I'm going in tomorrow, I'm gonna have to wake up a little bit earlier than usual. And I don't like to scramble in the mornings. I'm not much of a morning person, so I try to do as much prepping the night before. So something I'm going to do now is just preparing my lunch. Since I'm going in the office, I got to bring food because I'm not going to buy food because that costs money. So all I'm going to do is, see, I have this pork here. My dad made this for New Year's. So I'm just going to take all of this. It's already in foil. And I'm just going to put it in this container like that. So I'm going to pack this. I'm also going to pack 2 apples. And then I have 4 bananas here. I'll probably do 2 bananas. So that's all my food that I'm going to bring for tomorrow. I also have a Celsius right here. As you can see, I got a Celsius, so I'm going to bring this. I'm not going to drink it until I get into the office. So in the morning, before I go to work, if I wake up early enough, I'm going to try to eat a fairly large breakfast. So I'll have a bowl of oatmeal and then probably some coffee too if I have enough time. If I don't wake up early enough, then I probably can't do that. But I have my food ready. I like to have just everything just ready to go. So, for example, let me show you. So, this is the front door, right? So, I have my backpack right there next to the front door. I don't have everything in here yet. It's empty right now, but I'll have my work laptop and my, just everything in my backpack ready to go. And I'll normally have my shoes out as well. So I'll, take my shoes and just put it right here at the front door, just like that. And then I also pick out my outfit the night before as well, just so, because sometimes in the mornings I'll be what shirt should I put on? But if I do it the night before, I don't have that anxiety of having to choose what to wear. So I try to do as much prepping the night before. Good morning. It is Tuesday. I got out of bed at around 6:30 and I did about 2,000 steps outside my apartment because I am worried that since I am going to be in the office, I'm anticipating the whole day today. I'm not going to be able to find time throughout the day to walk, which is what I normally do. So I did 2,000 steps, so I feel pretty good. And I made some food. I have just 1 packet of oatmeal. I mixed in honey with this, and then I have coffee.
I just use a instant espresso powder, so I do like 2 scoops of that, and then I mix in honey as well because I don't use like sugar, or I don't use any creamer or anything like that. But it's currently uh, 7:11 right now, so I'm gonna quickly eat this so I have enough time to change and shower. So I'm out the door. There's a lot of traffic around here, so I just want to make sure I don't get there too late.
I just got back home from work. It's a little after 5 right now, and I'm proud of myself for making it the whole day today. Um, so I don't know if anybody else is like this, but for me, as an introverted person who's also a homebody, like going into the office can be really draining for me. And when I get back home, the first thing I want to do is just like jump into bed and take a nap. But I know that if I take a nap right now, it'll just mess up my sleep schedule. So I'm going to try my best to just stay busy and stay awake. I'm planning to go to the climbing gym later and hang out with some friends. So that's also super important to me, like being able to like do fun things after work. So I'm going to do that. In the meantime, I'm probably just going to eat some food and maybe do some reading. That's about it. I also ate all of my food that I packed. So I just packed like that chunk of meat, the pork, 2 little apples, and 2 bananas. That's all I ate. I didn't drink the Celsius. I brought it, but I didn't drink it because there's free coffee at the office. So I had a cup of regular coffee, and then in the afternoon, I had a mocha, but I only drank half of it. I mainly only wanted it for the taste, but I drank more caffeine than I normally do. But that's because I was in the office. I knew that I kind of need that caffeine boost to kind of get me through the day. I also need to remember the next time I go into the office, I need to pack some lotion because my hands were all cracked and it started to bleed. I don't know if this is going to pick it up. I don't know if it's blurry, but my finger cracked and it's bleeding because I go to the bathroom every 30 minutes, and every time I wash my hands, my hands were just getting drier and drier. So I gotta remember to bring some lotion next time. All right, I finished day 3 of my job. It's now Wednesday night, and it was a pretty good day. Have nothing to complain about. I played some badminton. I just got home not too long ago, and badminton is something where, I mean, it's been like 3-4 months since I've played. I used to play a lot a couple years ago, but it makes my back hurt a lot. So because of that, I just haven't really been able to play much anymore. But I tried to play again today. My back didn't hurt too much, and that's only because like I didn't go for like short shots, so like I didn't really move around as much as I used to before. So as long as I don't move around much, my back will be fine. So today went well, and I'm glad that I went. I also got some manga delivered today. So here it is. I got Yotsuba Volume 8 and Way of the House Husband Volume 7. I've read nearly all of Way of the House Husband. I'm just like now collecting the volumes physically. But if you want some like slice of life manga that's episodic, you can turn your brain off. You don't have to worry about the plot. Either one of these series is just absolutely amazing. It's fun, it's relaxing, it's chill, it's just, it's good vibes. Highly recommend both of these series. So far, it's the middle of the work week, but so far I've been enjoying my job. And I think what's also important, I mean, this applies to anybody who works a 9 to 5, even if you're unemployed, whatever it is, like it's good to have some sort of balance. And what I mean is like, I'm working a 9 to 5, right? So when I get off work, it's easy for me to just like lay in bed and not do anything. But I push myself to like have certain activities. So, I like to go to the gym and hang out with friends, with my rock climbing. I play badminton. I mean, I do that once every couple months, but, I like to switch it up, right? I like to read manga, right? This is nice because this is an activity where like it doesn't involve looking at my phone or using a screen. So like, reading a physical book, I find it really valuable to do that. But obviously, I do stuff like YouTube and I love to play video games. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that it's important to have things to do outside of work. I think it's important to separate the work life from your personal life. So if you have, things to do after work, it just makes life more enjoyable. So now that I am kind of back to my, working 9 to 5 life, um, my job is a pretty big priority for me. With that being said, in terms of my YouTube, I'll still upload. I'm gonna try to figure out like what's a good like upload schedule for me. I definitely can't upload every day. There was like a 30-day period where I was, uploading every day. Realistically, I can't really do that when I'm working full time. I can definitely do once a week. So I think for now, I'm going to aim for at least once a week. And then, once I get more settled into my job, then I can maybe consider trying to upload more. But I think once a week is a realistic goal for me. I also created a email address. So if you look in the description and if you go to my channel page, the description there, it'll have my email address. So if you want to like reach out to me or talk to me or ask me a question, like if you want to ask me something but you like don't want to comment on a video, you can email me. And I made that because I don't use social media. Like I don't have like an Instagram page or anything like that. So if you want to reach out to me there, feel free. All right, so I'm going to end the video here because the rest of the week, it's nothing special really planned. I mean, tomorrow I'm planning to go to the climbing gym, and then Friday, don't really have anything planned. But then over the weekend, I'm hoping I can hang out with some friends. So I'm going to end the video here so that tomorrow, Thursday, I have time to edit, and then the plan is to have this video uploaded by Friday morning. So with that being said, I'm going to end it here. Thank you for watching, and if you are job searching, if you're unemployed, if you're dealing with seasonal depression, just know you're not alone. Feel free to ask me a question. Feel free to ask me anything, and I'll look at your question, and I might respond to your question depending on what you ask. So with that, thank you, and I hope you have a good night.